Everyone, welcome to 369 Chemistry, and in this video we are going to solve the numericals on your mole concept. So what is mole concept and what are the formulas involved in it and where we are going to use all these things I have discussed in the other video, in the previous video. Please go through that, and in this video we are just going to focus on numericals. So the first question out here is the mass of carbon dioxide produced by heating to 20 gram of 20% pure limestone is, and the atomic mass of your calcium is given to you, that is here 40, and it is said that you have to find the mass of carbon dioxide produced. So you have to find the mass of carbon dioxide produced by heating 20 grams of your pure 20% of limestone. So see here, CaCO3, when it heats up, it gives you CaO, calcium, and one molecule of carbon dioxide. Okay, so first, since it is given, atomic mass is given to you, so let us find the molecular weight of both these molecules, this one and your carbon dioxide. So molecular of your CaCO3, calcium is 40 plus carbon is 12 plus oxygen is your 16 into how many molecules of oxygen? 3. So total comes to be your 100. Okay, and now molecular weight of carbon dioxide, molecular carbon dioxide, what is carbon and oxygen, it is your 16 into 2, that gives you 44. So therefore what we can say, 100, see, one molecule is giving you this one, right? So 100 of your CaCO3 produces 44 grams of your carbon dioxide. Okay, 100 gram produces 44 grams of carbon dioxide. So what will happen? Okay, so 1 gram of CaCO3 will give you 44 by 100 grams of your carbon dioxide. By maths we know, if we come from bigger number to the smaller number, the smallest, that is 1, so it becomes division sign, okay, of COCO2. Now what is the amount of CaCO3 given to you? 20 gram of 20%. So you have to find the amount of CaCO3. So CaCO3 given is your 20 into 20%, that is 200, so this comes to be your 4 gram. So total gram which CaCO3 is used in this question is 4 gram. So now apply out here. So 44 by 100 of your 4 grams gives you of carbon dioxide is produced. So what it comes to be your, so multiply this, 4 4 are 16, 4 4 are 16, 17, 176 by 100 gram of CO2. So your answer is 1.76. So 1.76 gram. Now the second question is, what mass of 95% pure CaCO3 will be required to neutralize 50 ml of 0.5 molar of HCl solution according to the following reaction. So according to this following reaction, see here how much you have to find how much CaCO3 will be, 95% of CaCO3 is given to you. What mass of, that means what is the weight of this one which will be required to reduce this HCl to your 50 ml of 0.5 molar of HCl is given. Okay, HCl is given. Okay, so you have to find that it, how much it will neutralize. So that you get this following reaction. Now see, by neutralizing this HCl by CaCO3, what it forms? It forms your CaCl2, okay, CO2, okay, and your H2O. So how many HCl molecule is replaced? 2 chlorine molecule is replaced. Remember that how many molecule is replaced here, because we have to find equivalent weight in this case. So 2 Cl2 is used. Now why we are going to use equivalent weight, this we have discussed in the other chapter where we have talked about your equivalent weight in mole concept. So go through that, and then we will solve this one. Now that means this much, whatever the weight of CaCO3 will be there, it is neutralized to form your HCl. Okay, so now what happens is that weight is, mass is nothing but weight by your 100. Okay, so mass is given to you, what mass will be required? Okay, so mass is nothing but weight by 100 of 95%. 95% is given to you, will be required. So this CaCO3, this is of your CaCO3, will be equal to neutralize HCl. So how many molecules here? Now 1 by 2, because we are going to take 2 chlorine, it is going to remove. Okay, so 2 hydrogen, it will be removed, and chlorine will be added to this one. So 2 is divided by 2, it should be, because of the equivalent nature. And how much, what is the molar given to you? 0.5 ml. Okay, 0.5 ml of how much molecule it is given? 5 ml of 50 ml solution. Molar of your 50 ml solution is given to you. Now you write this W by 100 into 95 by 100. Okay, this will be 1 by 2. If you remove this point, so what it is 0.5. Okay, molar solution into 50. So 1 molar solution, if you remove this molar molecule, so what it will? Molar solution means divided by your 1000 liter, 1000 ml, is it not? So now this forms your W into 95 divided by, which is equal to your 1 by 2 into, now this is your 0.5 into 50 divided by, again, now if you remove this sign, so it point here, so it becomes 1 2 3 4. Okay, so this and this 0 get cancelled. 2, this is your 25. Now weight is equal to your, what will it be? 5 into 25 divided by your 95. So your answer will be 1.3157. So this one total comes to be your 1.32 molar. Okay, so now I will revise it. What happens out here? See this this one, this is of your HCl. This side is your this side is of your HCl. Now see this much weight. How much weight you have to find? So mass you have to find. So mass is weight by 100 of this much percentage has been used. So 95% of this is used to reduce how much HCl. See 2 molecules of HCl. So equivalent weight if I am taking, so 1 by 2 of how much solution? 0.5 molar solution and 50 ml. So 0.5 molar solution, 50 ml. To remove the molar sign, we have divided it by 1000 ml, because we know molality is nothing but weight by 1000. So this way we got to the answer by cutting and calculating it. Okay, will have the maximum number of atoms. So 1 gram of oxygen is given, 1 gram of lithium, 1 gram of silver, and 1 gram of magnesium. Now atomic mass of different thing is given to you. Now you have to find what will be the number of atom. Number of atoms means your, it will have the Na as your Avogadro's number will be there, but moles will also be count. The more the moles is, the more will be the number of atoms, because it is, the moles is equal to your the weight divided by molar mass. So weight is given to be your 1 gram. So weight is 1 gram. And what is the molar mass of oxygen? It is your 32. Now see, oxygen atom here, it is how much? 2 oxygen atom is there into your Na, that is your Avogadro's number we will use in case with your moles to find the number of particles. Okay, so if we are told to only find the number of moles, we will not use Na, but since we have to find the number of atoms, so number of atoms, we will use this Na also. So here it is 2 ones are 2, 2 6 are 12, so it is 1 by 16th of your Na. Now second case, number of atoms for lithium, what it will be? It will be your 1 by 7, that is your atomic mass is 1 by 7 of, see how many lithium there is atoms? Only one only into your Na. So number of now silver atoms will be again 1 by molar mass is 108 into your Na, because one silver only. And number of your magnesium will also be your 1 by 24, that is the molar mass, and 1 is your weight in grams into number of atoms, that is your Na. Why? Because it is only one magnesium. Now see, the more, see here it is 1 by 7, 1 by 108, 1 by 24, and 1 by 16. Now which one will have the maximum number of atoms? See, the less is the denominator, higher is the numerator. More is the denominator, value is less. Less is the denominator, value is more. So which is the less denominator? It is lithium. So your answer is number B. Now, the next question is the number of moles of your hydrogen molecules required to produce 20 moles of your ammonia through Haber's process. So, through Haber's process, you have to find what is the moles of hydrogen molecules required. So your Haber's process is N2 plus 3H2 gas, okay, gives you twice NH3. Okay, 20 moles of your, here if you see this one, 3 moles of your hydrogen is used to produce how much moles of ammonia? That is 2 moles. So 3 moles of hydrogen is used to produce 2 moles of your NH3, or therefore we can write also in the opposite way, that is 2 moles of ammonia to be produced, it requires how much? 3 moles of your NH of your hydrogen is required. Okay, now if 22 moles, and now if 20 moles is of NH3 you have to produce, so how much it will require? It will require, if you multiply it by 10 in the left hand side, multiply by 10 in the right hand side, so 30 moles of your H2 will be required. So your answer is 30. So the next question is, in which case is the number of molecules of water maximum? It's 18 milliliter of water, 0.18 grams of water, or in this liters of water vapor, or your 10 to the power minus 3 moles of your water. You have to find in which one the maximum number of molecules will be present. Okay, so we can say, what is the formula of moles? Moles is your weight divided by your molar mass. Okay, moles is your weight divided by your molar mass. So water weight of water in ml is how much? What is the weight given? 18 ml. Okay, what is the molar mass of water? So find the molecular weight of water of H2O, 16, 17, 18. So is it not 18? So it is 18. So what is it? Is your 1 moles. Okay, 1 mole, that means it is 1 into Na. Now in 0 for B, check 0.18 gram of water. Okay, so number of moles in 0.18 gram, it will be how much? 0.18 divided by your grams is 18, so it comes to be your 0.01 into Na. Okay, then comes your 0.00224 liter, number C option, of water. That means it comes to be, see, this is in liquid form, so we will use that formula, weight divided by your 22.4 liters. So 0.00224 divided by 22.4 liters is given to you into Na. So it will be around your 0.0001 Na. And the last one, your 10 to the power minus 3 of water molecule will weight how much in molecules of minus 3 moles of water. It is given totally in mole, so there is no need to divide it by molar mass, just multiply this with your Na. So tell me which one has the maximum. Is it on number A? That is your 18 ml of water. Now the next question is, a mixture of gases contains your hydrogen and oxygen gases in the ratio of 1:4. So hydrogen and oxygen ratio is 1:4. Okay, weight of your hydrogen and weight of your oxygen is given to you. What is the molar mass ratio of the two gases in the mixture? Now molar mass, so what will be the molar mass of water? So we have to find here now, see, the mixture of the gases contain H2 and O2 gases in the ratio 1:4, weight by 8. What is the molar mass ratio? So you have find what is ratio of weight is given. You have to find molar mass ratio. Now we know moles is equal to weight divided by molar mass. So what N of H2 divided by your N of O2, it will be weight of H2 divided by molar mass of H2. It will be your weight of hydrogen divided by molar mass of hydrogen. Okay, and then comes your weight of oxygen divided by your molar mass of your oxygen. Now weight of hydrogen, okay, it's given 1 divided by molar mass of hydrogen is 2. Okay, and now if we this molar mass will go up, molar mass will go up. Molar mass of oxygen is how much? 16 into 16, that is your 32, divided by your weight of oxygen is given to your as 4. So what will be your answer? It is your 2 ones are 2 6 are 4 4s are, so it is 4 by 1, that is your 4 is to 1. So the ratio of your molar masses will be your 4 is to 1. Okay. So the next question is 1 molar solution of the compound X. A compound is given of to you, and it is 1 molar solution, and in density is given to you as your 1.25 gram per ml. If the molar mass of the compound is also given to you, that is your 85 gram. What is the molarity? You have to find molality, that is small m, you have to find, okay, of the solution. Now density is given to you, mass is not given to you, so we know density is nothing but your mass by volume. So density is your 1.25 gram, okay, into what is the volume? Volume is your 1000. Okay, then it comes here, you have your mass of the solvent. So your mass of the solvent comes to be your 1250 gram is your mass of solvent. Now 1 molar compound X is dissolved. Okay, the compound X is dissolved in the solvent. And what is the molality of the solution? You have to find molality of the solution. Now molality of anything is nothing but your moles of solute. This is the equation, or you can say this is the formula we have discussed in the other class. So moles of the solute divided by your mass of the solvent in kg, mass of the solvent. We have from the density we could find the mass of the solution. We could find the mass of the solution, that means total mass of the solution. Now what will the mass of the solvent? So mass of the solvent out here, mass of solvent is equal to your mass of solution minus mass of solute, okay. So that is given to you 1250 gram minus it is giving you 85 gram of solute is used, that is X. So mass of this solution minus mass of the solute, that gives you mass of the solvent, that comes to be your 1165 gram, and if you take it in kg, that is 1.165 kg. Now molality we have to find. Mass of the solute is 1 mole. It is given 1 molar solution, so 1 mole divided by your what is the mass of the solvent we have found? Mass of the solvent is your 1.165 kg. Okay, so your molality is your 0.058. If you divide this, it comes to 0.058 molar. 0. Okay.